Welcome, detectives. Today, you'll be part of a mystery-solving mission. Listen carefully to the clues, read along if you like, and at the end, you'll tell us what really happened. Ready? Let's begin. It all began on a rainy Thursday morning at the quiet Lockwood Library. The library was almost empty, except for the usual staff and one special guest, famous mystery author, Iris Vale. She had come to donate her last unpublished manuscript to the library's rare book collection. A priceless story no one else had read. But just an hour after her visit, the manuscript disappeared. Gone. No signs of forced entry. No broken glass. Nothing. The head librarian, Mrs. Kettle, called the police. But before they arrived, she noticed something odd. The surveillance camera in the manuscript room had been unplugged. Only 1 hour, just enough time for someone to slip in and out, unnoticed. Now, let's meet the 3 people who were inside the library at the time. Suspect number 1. Julian, the janitor. Julian had been working at Lockwood for 12 years. Quiet, reliable, but today, he had taken a different route with his cleaning cart, passing through the manuscript room twice, which was unusual. He said, "I was just trying to fix a broken light. I didn't even notice anything on the desk." Suspect number 2. Marla, the new intern. Marla had started only 2 weeks ago. She was cataloguing books near the manuscript room that morning. When asked, she said, "I saw the door open, but I thought someone else was in there. I didn't go in." Interesting. Suspect number 3. Mr. Thorne, the rare book specialist. An expert in valuable texts. He was preparing the special case for Iris Vale's donation. He claims he never saw the manuscript. "I was in the back room sorting the display materials. I figured the manuscript would be delivered directly to the case later." So, no one admits to seeing the manuscript once Iris left. But someone must be lying. Let's look at the clues. Clue number 1. The unplugged camera. Only someone who knew where the camera was could have unplugged it. It was behind a panel in the bookshelf. Only staff would know. Clue number 2. A smudge on the display case. A faint fingerprint. Someone had touched it, though the manuscript was never placed inside. Clue number 3. The janitor's cart. When police inspected it, they found a folded dustcloth. Inside the cloth, a receipt for a rare book evaluation service, dated 2 days ago, with Mr. Thorne's name on it. And finally, clue number 4. A cataloguing error. Marla's notes had a strange entry. Manuscript. Moved to secure room 3B, but there is no room 3B. The library only has rooms labeled up to 2C. Alright, detectives, you've met the suspects. You've heard the clues. Who do you think stole the manuscript? Was it Julian, Marla, or Mr. Thorne? Pause the video now and decide. We'll reveal the answer in 20 seconds. The answer is Mr. Thorne. He was the only one with the knowledge and motive to steal the manuscript. 2 days before the manuscript even arrived, he had already contacted a rare book evaluator, suggesting he planned the theft. He used the dustcloth from the janitor's cart to hide the receipt, hoping no one would check. He also knew about the hidden camera and had access to unplug it. And while he claimed he never saw the manuscript, his fingerprints were on the display case, suggesting he tried to open it, expecting the book to be there. The room 3B entry, likely a red herring, or maybe Marla's confused attempt to protect herself. But it didn't matter. All evidence pointed to Mr. Thorne. Did you solve the mystery? Tell us in the comments. Who did you suspect, and why? And if you want more mysteries to sharpen your English, subscribe and hit the bell. Until next time, detectives.